Matt, you've had a little bit of time now to reflect back to Tuesday's win against Brighton under-23s. What have your thoughts been since that game's been and gone?
Opinion's not really changed. I thought we were worthy winners. Bar the first 25 to 30 minutes, we were dominant in large parts of the game. So extremely pleased that we managed to get the result. I spoke a lot about momentum. That's important at the football club. Training's been bright and bubbly today, and I'm sure it'll be exactly the same tomorrow as we get ready for Newport at the weekend.
And those that would have taken part in Tuesday's game, it's about managing them correctly going into Saturday's game now, isn't it, during the week?
Of course it is. Some of them had significant minutes and they haven't had that up to this point in the season, so we've got to make sure that as you say, we correctly manage their load, making sure that they're available to train tomorrow. We haven't picked up any new injuries, which is great news for us. But training was bright today. Training was lively. I thought the quality on show was really good. And as I say, I think that we're in a good spot at the moment. But what we can't do is we can't become complacent because we've won a couple of games. It will not happen, and it can't happen here. So we'll continually drive the players every day to make sure that we get better. But now, as you say, the shift focuses to the game at the weekend.
And we often talk about confidence in football. It's a huge thing, and that comes with the results. But the team are growing together now, aren't they? And that is showing when they're out there on the pitch as well.
What they're doing is they're getting to know each other better. Now, they know each other as people, but now what they're doing is learning more about each other's game. But you've also got to link in that we're still a work in progress. We're still making sure that every day we're continuing to give the players the same messages, albeit slightly differently, about our identity and how we play. So they're becoming, I think, better with their understanding of what we want, but also they're growing in terms of their friendships and bonds with each other. And you walk in here, and as soon as you walk in the training ground, it's loud, it's bubbly, and that's a testament to them. But like I just said, we've got to make sure that there's still room for a huge amount of growth, and we've got to make sure that we do that.
And one player who seems to be growing game by game at the moment is Jack Earing. He probably doesn't get the plaudits that he deserves, but 2 assists last weekend. You know, he is somebody again who is just growing in confidence and growing more and more as a player week on week.
I spoke about Jack after the Bradford game, and what we like and what I like about Jack is the way that he manipulates the football, the way he handles it. He's definitely more confident now than when he was when he walked in the building 3 months ago. And hopefully what you're seeing with Jack now is just the beginning. He's a player that can play in a multitude of positions in the middle of the pitch. He's quick, he's strong, his awareness of other people I think is fantastic, and he's delivering in terms of, like you say, goals and assists. Now Jack, the challenge for him is that he can't rest in his laurels. He needs to continually drive himself, and he'll be surprised at how much that drives the group as well, because if we've got players that are continually getting better, that means the group's getting better. So as a whole, we're going in the right direction.
Before we move into this weekend's game against Newport, you mentioned no fresh injury concerns there, but the likes of Rory Holden and Connor Wilkinson are both still out. Have you got an update for us on the pair of those?
Not really. Nothing of any note. Both of them are working hard to try and get back. Connor will hopefully be short term in terms of a matter of weeks and not months, and Rory's still on crutches. So of course we'd like to have them both back in the matchday squad and available, but that's not as it is at the moment. But then it's a fantastic opportunity for other players in the squad. So both of them are desperate to be back in training, but it takes time, and from my experience, having been injured a few times during my career, it's not something you can rush.
And moving into this weekend's game against Newport, it's going to be another tough game. I feel like we're saying this every week, but it will be another tough game for us. They're a side that are without a winning three, or without a home league win so far this season. What are you expecting from them?
It will be a game where I feel that we'll have an opportunity to take 3 points, providing we match their desire and passion, and then continue to make sure that our performances are getting better. It's a tough game. I could talk to you about them tactically and tell you how they're going to play. They've played different formations this season. They've got a manager that is very, very capable at this level. They've got an excellent squad, but for some reason at the moment they're not being as consistent as they would like. Now, from my perspective, this group, our group, and that's the focus for me, not the opposition that we're playing, are getting better. And what they've got to do now is make sure that, speak about it all the time, that we go there first and foremost. We have to match the opposition's work rate. Do that, we've got a chance. We will create chances in this game, but so will the opposition. And can we be more ruthless than Newport this weekend to try and win a result? It's a game that I think is coming at a very good time for us. It's one that I believe we can get a positive result from. But Newport are a good team, so don't be. I would urge everybody not to be fooled by their league position.